not just any school. It is a very special school with a long history. Let me quote from the November 2010 issue of Honolulu Magazine, an article by Jenny Quill entitled Hawaii's Most Endangered Historic Sites, of which Queen Lili1uokalani Elementary School is one of 6 historic sites selected. She writes, quote, all these sites are endangered due to financial fallout, whether through foreclosure, company merger, or budget cuts. That reality should not overshadow that they represent important chapters in Hawaii's rich past and contribute to our sense of place and who we are as a community.
Lili1uokalani Elementary School is truly a neighborhood school of the type that the state should promote. Why? It draws most of its students from its neighborhood. 63% of the students come from the attendance area of the school. I share this with all of you this evening because federal programs now increasingly focus on innovation, race to the top. The Department of Education should consider using Lili1uokalani Elementary School to advance that purpose. Perhaps Lili1uokalani Elementary could be continued as a charter school or a school of preschool that was discussed in the P20 provisions. Or because of its small size and enrollment, perhaps the Department of Education could use the school for pilot projects and innovation testing. To all of you, my biggest Christmas wish is that they don't close Lili1uokalani School by the end of this month. Aloha.
Yes. I believe in the value of small schools and small classrooms, so I'm here to support the parents in opposition to the closing of Lili1uokalani School. History and tradition argues even more strongly to keep this school open. Next year it's going to be 100 years old, and the Board of Education might say, you're fired. I just don't think it's a very good birthday present for being 100 years to say, you're out of business. I understand that the closing of the school would save only $372,000 a year. And some parents dispute that figure, and Speaker Calvin Say also disputes that figure. So please go back and look at your books and get your adding machine out. There were some people who also testified about the not following the correct process, Chapter 838, Administrative Procedures. And perhaps you'd like to bring that up with your Attorney General. Make sure you do everything properly. If you don't want to do that, I could also write to the Attorney General and request an opinion on that particular subject. So anyway, it's such an emotional burden for the children to have to move to another school, to be dislocated. So I do hope that if you do close it, you will consider a 5-year probationary period to see whether the school can be able to get their enrollment back up. And I close just by echoing Mr. Solomon Long, who was a great kapuna. He had the best May Day programs when he was there. It was simply marvelous. I know many of you are nodding yes. And he said, and I echo, long live the Queen. Mahalo.